Welcome to the Import a ShakeMap for an Earthquake Scenario video tutorial. In this video, we will provide an overview of USGS ShakeMaps, walk through how to import USGS ShakeMap Event and Scenario data, and demonstrate how to import user-defined hazard data maps into Hazus to create an earthquake scenario. ShakeMap is a product of the USGS Earthquake Hazards Program and regional seismic networks that provide near real-time mapping of ground motion and shaking intensity of earthquake events. They are created and made available for use by federal, state, local, public, private, academic, and other organizations for research, response and recovery, preparedness exercises, or disaster planning. The USGS ShakeMap program produces the best available ground motions for earthquake impact modeling, and Hazus is able to directly integrate this data into its analyses. There are two main categories of ShakeMaps: Event ShakeMaps and Scenario ShakeMaps. Event ShakeMaps are collections of data for actual earthquake events containing the observed data for that event. Scenario ShakeMaps are hypothetical earthquakes created by assuming and detailing a particular magnitude, location, fault rupture geometry, and ground shaking. For example, governments, planning agencies, or communities may wish to conduct training exercises or evaluate existing risk using a realistic situation similar to one that may occur in that community, but for which actual historic events are insufficient. Hazus is able to directly import both categories of ShakeMaps to be used in creating a Hazus scenario, and this video will walk through how to directly import both categories of ShakeMap to create your scenario. For more information on ShakeMaps, click the USGS link provided in the video description. In this video, we will demonstrate how to import both an event and a scenario ShakeMap for Salt Lake County, Utah. To begin the process of importing a ShakeMap of either an event or a scenario, open the Hazard menu and select Scenario. The Scenario wizard will begin and ask what kind of scenario you would like to use. Click Define a new scenario. Then click Next. For the seismic hazard type, we will select USGS ShakeMap, since that option allows us to directly import full USGS ShakeMap data for both historical events and for hypothetical scenarios. Click Next, and the ShakeMap Download dialog will appear. From here, you can find ShakeMaps in or near your study region. In the upper left-hand corner, you have the ability to define your ShakeMap selection between event and scenario. We will start with the default selection, Event, and use the search parameters to try to find an event in the surrounding geographic area. The default geographic limits are based on magnitude and distance and should capture actual earthquake events that could damage or have damaged your study region. Both the geographic limits and time frame can be modified by the user, and Hazus will search the USGS Live earthquake feed for any ShakeMaps. Hazus will initially only search for events that occurred in the previous 90 days, so we will increase that figure and begin expanding our geographic limits by 0.5. Once we are satisfied with our search parameters, we will click Search to run our search. The Available Earthquake Data section of the dialog box will now display all historical events for which USGS ShakeMap data exist. To create your scenario from one of these events, simply select one in the list, review its information in the Properties and Details sections, then click Download Selected ShakeMap Grid Data. This may take several minutes to complete. The only event available in the event library is too far away to have caused damage to our study region, so we will import a scenario. To do so, click the radio button for ShakeMap Scenarios and search using the default geographic limits. Just as with the event search, the available scenarios are listed under Available Earthquake Data for your review and selection, and you can use the provided URL to see each scenario's maps and detailed information on the USGS website. Once you have selected a scenario and reviewed its characteristics, click Download Selected ShakeMap Grid Data. Just as before, this may take several minutes to complete. Alternatively, you can import a ShakeMap that you have downloaded outside of Hazus by clicking Browse for Existing ShakeMap Grid Data. Navigate to and select your saved grid.xml file, then click Open to have Hazus import the file. This may take several moments. Once the ShakeMap has been imported, whether for an event or for a scenario, from within Hazus or outside, the following steps are the same. The Scenario Wizard will appear and allow you to review the imported ShakeMap's properties. Accept the defaults and click Next to see a predetermined event name for your reference. Click Next again to see a final summary of the scenario definition. Click Finish to view your mapped data. You are now almost ready to run your earthquake scenario. However, before you do, check the scenario parameters by opening the Hazard menu and clicking Show Current. The Current Hazard Selection dialog box will show the various parameters and data associated with your current hazard scenario. The Current Scenario tab shows the information imported with the ShakeMap scenario and allows you to view the ground motions across your study region by selecting one and clicking the Map button. The Current Hazard Maps tab shows the 4 other types of maps that you can import to enhance the robustness of your scenario: soil, liquefaction susceptibility, landslide susceptibility, and water depth. If these maps are available for your community, we recommend importing them to improve your results. Most state geological offices or earthquake consortia have these data available. If data maps are not available and you are satisfied with your scenario's ground motion map parameters, you are ready to run your scenario, so click Close and run your analysis. If you would like to incorporate one of these data maps into your analyses, you can do so at this time. Since you are using a ShakeMap, soil site amplification is already included and there is no need to add a soils map. However, it is suggested to include liquefaction and landslide susceptibility maps if available, as that will allow Hazus to estimate potential ground deformation as a result of liquefaction or landsliding. We are going to add a liquefaction susceptibility map provided by the state geologist for Salt Lake County. The process to add other data maps, such as landslide susceptibility and water depth, is completed in the same fashion. To add the data, open the Hazard menu and click Data Maps. In the Data Maps dialog, click Add Map to List and import the desired map from its location on your hard drive. For maintaining clarity when you import multiple files, it is recommended to name the map layer according to the map type. For our liquefaction susceptibility example, we have named it liquefaction_UGS for Utah Geological Survey so that we can quickly see that it is a liquefaction map from the State Geologic Survey. Then we select liquefaction from the map type dropdown, select the liquefaction data map from the list of tables, and click OK. Once the map appears in the list, click Close. For additional help formatting or importing these maps, refer to the Hazus Earthquake Model user guidance or email the Hazus support team via the information provided in the video description. Now you will begin incorporating the data by returning to the Hazard menu and clicking Scenario to restart the Scenario Wizard. Then click Next. Choose Define Hazard Maps, then click Next. Click the appropriate dropdown for your newly added map type and replace the default map provided by Hazus. Click Next and then click Finish. Your data will be imported into your study region, which may take some time depending on the size of the study region, and then you can add the data map as a layer for visual reference. Congratulations! In this video, you learned about USGS ShakeMaps and how to import USGS ShakeMap data and user-defined hazard data maps into Hazus to create an earthquake scenario. Look for more Hazus video tutorials on the FEMA YouTube channel.